Hey YouTube, happy Monday, seeing as well, usual bit hungover, but here we go. So this is a bass I've just fixed up for a friend, a ZZ Top, ZZ Top concert series. I vaguely remember seeing ZZ Top like cheap £100 Strats. I seem to remember, I think my pal Ross Neely had one, or he said it was a ZZ Top, but he'd sanded the logo off it with like a red Strat copy. So that kind of puts it to early 90s. I think that's likely when this is. Maybe late 80s, just going by fashion, because it's got this cool crackle paint job on it. Very similar to my pal Bob's got a Hondo guitar. It's kind of blue, I think. Blue and yellow, but this crackled finish stuff, which looks brilliant. It really does. So pointy headstock. The fretboard's made of a funny type of wood. You can sort of see it there. It kind of looks... I'm not really sure what it is. It's not rosewood, I don't think. It seems to have some sort of Zebrano thing going on. It can't be Zebrano, I don't think, can it? Anyway, so what we've got is basically it's a P bass, isn't it? I have the argument again. So you get a P bass pickup, a PJ bass. It's got basically a jazz bass pickup, 2 volumes and a tone. A bit of an interesting bridge, a little bit more, well, very black, obviously. I can't really show you it there. Kind of like more of a sort of, not just your standard Fendery bridge, an upgraded one, probably the word I was looking for. Yeah, 22 frets. So P-bass normally. Oh, that one does. 22 frets. Neck is quite thin for a P-bass, I would say, maybe. Not thin this way, but just it's a sort of more slim sort of super speed metal type bass neck. I suppose maybe was that a copy of a Jackson? Did the guy Megadeth played something similar to that? I think. Yeah. So the one thing that is missing is it doesn't have markers on the edge of the fretboard, so I've put stickers on because I can't play the bass. They'll just come off. They're actually wee labels off Ferrero Rocher because I'm that posh. So playing through the Marshall B150 P-bass pickup. I'm quite happy just with the P-bass. I don't need the J. I'll put it on it. Less tone. Less tone. Bring the jazz bass in. just the jazz bass. That one, the D bass. Perfect timing. Yeah, so I just seem to love all P basses really. It seems to be great. Jazz bass pickup. Whether the pickup's maybe not that good or whether I'm not really that into the jazz bass pickup. Doesn't need it, but you can just ignore it. You still got a volume and the outside volume and tone. It's just a P bass. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess if you're in any way going for the sort of Steel Panther type thing, this is what you're after. But definitely not a bottom of the line. This, I think, this ZZ Top band, this would be one of the best, their most expensive guitars, I think, just because it's got like the decent tuners, and it's like the neck's pretty good. There's a knot in it there, but and it's a step above. It's not your basic model. Yeah, so if anyone knows anything about these, I couldn't find any online. I think I might have found a Crackle Paint guitar, but not this model of bass. No idea. It says concert series on it. One of those ones that I don't know. I mean, the girl I know who owns it, I think is going to try and sell it. And I was just like, I don't really know how much you could ask for it. Basically, if you can find someone who had one of these as their first bass, like in the early 90s or whatever, or the 90s, and sold it for whatever reason, and then has been wanting to get back to their original bass, it's like pure. That's the person you want to try and find because they'll play megabucks for it. You know, if you get one that's exactly the same colour and stuff like that. But I mean, just as a bass, it's totally fine. I mean, I would have absolutely no issue if at a jam, even an open mic night or something like that, and it's like, you want to play bass? Like that, yep. And this is what I was given. Like, yep, got absolutely no problem at all. I need to try and think if there's actually a P bass I've had that I didn't think was quite good. I don't know, something about it, because it's so basic. As long as it's not made of, like really crap wood, there's not really anything to get wrong. I don't think it's simplicity itself. I like it. Buying fret markers for the edge. The Ferrero Rossi stickers are too big, put me off a little bit. But without any markings on the edge of the fretboard, I can't play the bass. It's just things become very difficult. So basically, all I did with this was the pole pieces and the pickups were sunk right into the body, and that's just because like the piece of rubber you get behind it kind of has disintegrated over the years. So basically I just put new bits of rubber behind, which pushed the pickups back behind, raised the pickups up a bit, did the same with the bridge pickup. The main volume control was broken, and the other two volume controls were replaced with CTS pots of the wrong value that didn't really fit. They were kind of, because the cavity's not big enough for the big pots, they were kind of sitting at an angle like that, and they couldn't make them straight. So I've just replaced a lot. So I've just got a volume tone. I went for 250k Bs and 250k alpha for the tone, and then I made one of the back plate, which was missing, out of the aluminium tread plate, which is conductive. So just before I put the tread, I just put that cover on literally 5 minutes before this video. I was waiting for the paint to dry. I made it last night. I soldered a guitar wire, a guitar string, which I thought was a good idea, onto the back of the volume pot, going in below into the screw hole where this screws on. So this is now earthed, so you've got like a shielding kind of thing. It's not going to do any harm. It was there anyway, the piece of metal, and that's, I think, works really well with. Obviously you get like you're shielding in the guitar. Well, look at that. It's like that. All that's just the pots are earthed on that, so the whole thing is earthed. So apart from the fact I've got aluminium tread plate and I've got lots of wee bits that do that sort of thing. Relatively easy to fix, and it's actually better. It's better than a piece of plastic, which we originally had, because it's conductive and it's also more durable, I suppose. Good Iron Maiden. I was just saying Iron Maiden, so late 80s Iron Maiden, definitely this, you're wanting a bass, looks like this, you're probably going to want to play Iron Maiden, perfect for it. Enough playing whatever that Iron Maiden song was, off Seventh Son. Is it called The Clairvoyant? Rock on, catch you in a week. Got some funny ideas for videos that are quite different, probably. Could be a total flop, but might be quite, I think the nosiness, I'm trying to play on people's nosiness. I think one of the videos I'm thinking of doing later on might be quite interesting. Rock on, catch you later.